Hello guys and welcome to episode 18 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign with the Iceni tribe. Today we're going to be continuing our conquest of Spain, with Tarraco being our next target. Now none of my armies are left to move this turn. This army is still sitting here waiting for the stables to be finished and so on. So I am going to just go ahead and click end turn straight away and we'll see what happens. And if nothing much really happens, then we'll in the next turn move our armies out of probably Casurgis and Abersis, and we can take Tuliferdum as well. So let's go ahead and click the end turn button.
Words can be all that is between people, but we would like trade as well, if you agree it.
Well, the thing is, I've just taken the province to the left. This is now my province. They own the province to the right, which in theory I would like. So I could open trade with them, but at the end of the day it's probably just going to delay the inevitable, and they're probably not going to make me too much money for now. Projected value is 300 per turn. I think I'm going to decline it for now.
No warrior likes standing alone in battle. Should we not be sword brothers and watch for each other?
Well, another interesting offer. This time from the Lusitani. But I think I'm going to ignore it once again, because it will just end up going in my way, and I think it's going to be less than 10 turns before I actually take their settlement. So I'm going to reject that offer. Okay, so Canicos has succeeded in military subversion on one of my armies, making it unable to move this turn properly. We've got the plague. Where is that? It's still over in Akink. Okay, I don't know why it keeps telling me about that. It's not something I really need to worry about. But what I did see was an army that was heading for Araculum. Now during the end turn screen, army across the top here. I'm tempted to move back, but I don't want to walk into an ambush. So we'll have to see. Ambush success chance is 55%. What I'm probably going to do is maybe select ambush myself for the plus 50% chance to discover hidden agents and armies. But then again, I could just use my scout to have a quick look around, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, there you go, you can see the army there. That's the army I was talking about. Going to get my spy to possibly sabotage the provisions of this army. He failed. But we are in range to attack this army, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Destroy the enemies of Britain!
So, their army has Iberian swordsmen, Scutarii spearmen, mercenary Iberian swordsmen, and Iberian slingers, with some Cantabrian cavalry and Iberian cavalry alongside his general. So we're going to go and jump in and fight this on the battle map. Fog. Not what I really want. I need to be able to control my army properly. Rain isn't ideal either. Dry. I think that'll keep things equal. So we each have a hill. He has a bigger hill, and I'm not going to be sitting on mine for very long because he's defending. He's got to defend this stupid flag, and I've got to run up this hill to go get it. So, what am I going to do? Well, I'm thinking I'll come from a shallower, like, ascent by going from this way. So I might bring my army around and go up here. Or I could sneak up on the right with a lot of my men and come out on the top of this hill. That could also be another option, because I'm not sure they'll move too far from their defensive position. So let's get my levy freemen. We're going to line them up here. They're all hidden. We're going to get all my slingers and skirmisher units. They can also be hidden on the right. Can I get my general? He's going to stay in the center just to provide a presence for the AI to think about. And the rest of my horses can just hide in the background for now while my melee troops walk up. So they can all hide in this forest here. So we're going to select all of the levy freemen and we're going to start walking them up the hill. Same with the slingers and skirmishers. They will all sneak up to the top of the hill. And then from there I can line up over here and I'll be at an advantage over our enemy on the other side of this hill, which will be very, very nice. So as long as they don't catch me out while I'm sneaking up the hill, we should be perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and speed this up while the army takes ages to walk slowly up the side of this hill. See that the skirmishers here are getting a little bit ahead of the levy freemen. All of my units have pretty much like rank 4 or above. Some of them are low, but most of them are rank 4 or above. I've even got a rank 8 unit of Brits Scout Riders here. They're going to be very, very powerful. But once we get to the top of this hill, I'm going to run them the last little bit over this open ground, so we make sure that we take advantage of the high ground there. So they haven't got much further to go. We can think about walking them to the top of the hill, and as soon as they show themselves, I'll start running. Now often I wonder if it's even worth doing tactics like this, because in general, if I just threw all my men at their men, they would all run away. But hey, we've got to mix things up a bit, so we're going sneaky this time. Don't think I've gone this sneaky in any of my battles previously. So a new tactic altogether. Let's continue to speed it up until they show themselves. Okay, here they come. Out of the edge of the tree line, I believe. They may still be hidden purely because they're on the edge of the hill here. Because they are walking, but they can't be seen. So it must be something to do with the line of sight of the hill, which will allow me to get all my men into a decent position facing their line. And now we're going to go ahead and run our men over. And also think about getting the skirmishers and so on lined up in front. And of course, my cavalry, we can't forget about that. So we're going to get them to join us up on the hill. Now I need to get my general over. He's going to run. Probably not going to use him for combat this battle, so it doesn't matter if he gets a bit exhausted getting over to my men. But this little hill should just be a jog for these Brits Scout Riders. Nothing too crazy going on there. Nearly into position. What we can do is we can walk over the crest of this hill and spot their army, who have now spotted me. So they're going to be readjusting their lines, realizing, oh crap, we lost the high ground. Where the hell did their army go? Oh, there it is. So the AI feeling the surprise right now. I'm going to split off 3 units of cavalry on the left, 3 on the right. We're going to go with a cavalry pincer movement. Get my general behind my army. Going to stop my units. Oh, they already got to their positions anyway. And they're going to start slinging at the enemy. Going to get the quick reload going. Run forwards the skirmishers so they're actually in range. And we can continue the skirmish phase as long as we like.
Quick reload! Slingers! Heroic riders! Orders!
Start moving up the horses on either side.
Heavy!
And I'm just going to pause the game quick and give all my men orders so they all move out separately. So here we go. Going to move them to attack them. And so on. And it's just going to be the line basically bumping into their line. And we're going to play that. And my men should start walking forwards. And we can select them. And we can charge them by just clicking the run. And once the front line is engaged, it will allow us to get our cavalry around the side. And men engaging the front line now. Allows me to get my cavalry to start flanking. Here we go, getting the cavalry around the back. Need to get my general up as quickly as possible. One of my units got caught out. Get the riders round. Come on, quickly, men. Okay, now we can charge into the back of their men.
The men are wavering.
So they had 2 units going in the back here. Would have given frenzied charge if I could select the units quick enough. Doing well overall, I think. Making them rout a lot. If we continue to attack,
General is under attack.
we can deal a significant amount of damage to their forces. Most of their men are running away now. That pincer cavalry flank tactic just made them absolutely panic, and as you can see, pretty much their entire army is running away now. Well, that was simple, considering how long it actually took to walk up that bloody hill. But I would say the day is ours, and that's a victory right there. Decisive one. We lost 554 men, they lost 1,844. We're going to beat back that army, not allowing them to attack me in the next turn. My man will have pretty much run out of movement points, so he's not going to be able to move anymore this turn. I'll just use up the rest of them. And we can have a look at our other units. We have this scout, he's still exploring, and he's going to head over towards this settlement.
Walk to the other world for my tribe.
Well, you're going to have to, mate. Leonatus.
That's it.
At the end of the turn, I'm going to make him go and do intelligence. That just increases his rank. I keep forgetting to do it. Basically, at the end of every turn, when I'm moving out my scout to just explore,
How can
I can set him on intelligence, and that will give him experience for that turn. Yeah, whether or not he does an action.
Blesses you. How can I help?
I've got my druid here. As you can see, this dignitary is a proponent of their culture, giving plus 2.5 or 2.15 cultural influence per turn that she is in this province. And you can see already that the Germanic culture is reducing. I can also go ahead and set them to administration, which will not only increase taxes, but will allow me to get experience for the druid, which will allow her to get a skill that will gain even more cultural conversion, which will come in very, very handy.
Ready for battle.
So she can stay there and sort things out. And we can look at moving this army this turn. Going to take him out of forced march stance and see if we can still attack it in one turn. Looks like we can.
Let them.
So let's go and attack Tuli Ferdum.
We take this settlement for the tribe.
We've got to deal with spear levy and Germanic use, the garrison force, and then a reinforcement force of Germanic tribesmen and Germanic youths. Actually, this I think is the reinforcing army. I'm not entirely sure, but either way we are completely outnumbered. But hopefully our veteran riders, sword band, spear band, ballistas, skirmishers, chariots can all do their jobs and help take out this settlement for our own. So let's go ahead and fight this on the battle map as we break down the walls and burn down the gates. So this is a completely new army. They have no experience, going to keep it on dry. Today we have some ballistas to use. Now I'm not exactly sure, their range is pretty large, but I'm not sure whether we can actually use these to take down the walls or not. But either way, I'm going to line them up and see if we can, and if we can break down the walls, we can use that as a method to get in. Now these walls are very, very powerful in that they are backed up by a ton of dirt. So I'm not sure what will happen if you do destroy the walls, whether it will just kill the units on top of them or it will actually become an entrance to the settlement. I've never broken down walls with siege engines before, funnily enough. I've always just ran up and burned down the gates. So we will wait around and see if those ballistas can do anything. In the meantime, we're going to get all of our men over to the left, because I don't feel confident enough with this army, with its low experience, to spread them out that much. So we're going to try and break down the walls, and then we'll see what happens from there. I've got my heroic nobles. That's my general unit for this army, is using heroic nobles. So they're foot soldiers that are very, very elite. They have like chainmail or sealed armor with a short sword and a shield. Very, very elite units though. Then we've got our 3 units of veteran riders, which are decent cavalry. The chariots, not sure how handy they'll come in as units for a siege, but we do have these ballistas. So let's have a look at how this goes. What I've heard is that you're supposed to use these chariots as ranged troops, and then when you want to attack with them, you dismount them and then attack with the men themselves, rather than charging in with the chariots. But hey, let's have a look at what happens with these ballistas. So starting the battle now.
Kill them all!
And I'm going to target this wall.
We come to the enemy's we stand before these walls, knowing this will be a great victory. And once
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Can pull back,
vanquish any defense,
and there goes the missiles. 5% damage per hit. Wow, that does a significant amount of damage there. You can see the 2 places where the projectiles hit. Oh, that's doing a lot of damage to that wall. I think if you go into cinematic mode, you can, take control of the siege engine. So let's have a look. We're going to left click, and well, I'm crap at using a ballista. We can right click to zoom. Here we go. And boom! Oh, direct hit on the wall there. We're so good at this. Another one. Oh, no, that was a bit too far over. I didn't even move it. How did that fire differently? Is it the amount I'm holding down the mouse click? That went exactly the same place. Okay, I gotta move it down a bit. This is just like... I don't know what this reminds me of. I don't think I've ever played a game like this. Probably some sort of Flash game. It's quite funny. Surely we gotta take down that wall soon. No, that was too shallow. Okay, I'm just gonna let the AI do this. Let's escape that.
The walls are breached.
So, it provides a nice ramp. Oh, okay. Well, that works nicely for me, I guess. We're gonna change their targets to this wall with the enemy on it, the Germanic U's. And they should have some zones heading their way very, very shortly. We can even change to explosive rounds, but I'm not sure how effective that is at taking down walls. I think that's more infantry based. So my ballista's readjusting to attack this wall. What I'm going to start doing is moving my sword band up to this breach. No, we don't want to move the ballistas. They can continue to attack this wall. I still had them selected by accident. But we can move up the spear band behind, sword band in front, skirmishers up, of course. Also, having holes in the walls like this, I think, will allow me to get up these cavalry easily as well. Oh, that stone hit those two guys. He'd had like a delayed reaction there. There's more stones fly over the top. They're still hitting it. We got 40% damage on this wall, and they're going to retreat from that wall. It looks like there's more missiles fly in. Okay, cool. So I think we're doing well here. Veteran riders, going to be walking past them soon. Thankfully, the ballistas have very high elevation. Taking that wall down to 70%. Well, that's 70% damage. 75%, 80%. Many of the stones going straight over the top and hitting stalls sitting around in their settlement. 90, 95. One more. And that goes down. And there we go. Another entrance for my men.
Sword band! Run,
So
we're going to get 2 sword bands to run up this hole, 2 to run up this hole.
The oaks are our strength.
And we can think about moving up some spear bands through these gaps as well.
Spear band!
Need to get my general up. I've completely forgot about him.
Sword band! Battle ready and eager.
So here come my men, running up the broken walls and into the settlement. Awesome.
Spear band!
Spear bands follow up.
Sword band! Fighters ready for battle!
And I can get my skirmishers into range. Now the ballistas can stop firing,
Let's go!
whether they've nearly run out of ammo anyway.
Riders! Riders!
Get the riders up.
Spear band! We'll kill them all!
Continue to charge the men into their settlement. So here comes the rain of javelins. But a really nice breach there, and it's allowing us to get a lot of men into this settlement very efficiently. Their walls stood for nothing with my ballistas being there. General units taking a lot of harass. Going to move my skirmisher units even closer so they can hit the units further back. I really hate it how my units just stand there a lot of the time as units flee. I really wish they would fix that. But it's okay. With each attack order, my men just keep throwing more and more javelins into the enemies, which is dealing significant damage. And you can see we've routed pretty much most of the army. Okay, this is going to give us time to get our skirmishes into the settlement itself, alongside the cavalry. I think they can also get up these holes in the walls. Get my general in there. And these men, while following these retreating men, will also bump into the reinforcing army that's trying to get in through this gate. Ballistas can just wait there. We can start to think about moving these riders to capture parts in the settlement, because these towers are just taking pot shots at the moment for free. So here we go. We bumped into their army over here. Gonna get my general to run that way. Or my sword band to run that way.
We have captured a tower.
My spear band to run that way. I should be able to deal with that army pretty easily. So my sword band doing work there, I think. I'm going to put them into frenzy to continue to attack this army. My nobles can come in and they can war cry some of these units down. But we're going to charge all of these men into the fight as soon as possible.
We have captured a tower.
Getting my general in there will heavily decrease their morale, I think. That's a lot of men. All piling in for the fight. You can see down here, it's just a big clusterfuck. Holy crap. My men keep celebrating for no
The
reason,
battle is turning in our favor.
as there's still plenty more men to kill. Holy moly. That is a lot of men. A huge fight going on right now. If only I had the ballistas to fire on those. Unfortunately, the ballistas can't really hit them from there, I don't think. And they ran out of ammo anyway, so it looks like they're going to have to
The
fight
enemy
on
general
foot.
is dead.
With that happening, it's likely that these guys will chain around very, very shortly. I'm going to select all of the rest of my sword band that haven't frenzied yet and frenzy them. Run them forwards to attack. Looks like many of them are starting to waver though. And even start running away. And there goes that army. We can run through them and run them down. That is a large mass of men right there. And we managed to crush it completely. End the battle there. Great Balls of Fire. Achievement unlocked. And we're going to end the battle. 241 losses, 3,362 kills. That is insane for the amount that I lost. Absolutely amazing. A very, very good job there by Merios. He is a brand new general. And look at the amount of experience my men got from that battle. They all pretty much had none. You can see some units have even gone up 3 ranks. Just from the amount of men they killed there. Holy moly. Gonna occupy this settlement.
Have further orders? Warriors all!
And the faction destroyed Swibby. So they're dead now. Awesome stuff. Got a meeting hall here. I might change this to a chieftain's hold, just to help with public order so that I can continue to move these armies out of Germany more eastern towards like Poland and so on. But it might be worth just increasing this to a barbarian fortified city for the culture bonus that it provides. I'm not sure if that's an increase to what is already there. No, I don't think actually upgrading it does make a difference at all, but we do have the lady somewhere in one of these provinces, the druid or the druidess. I think we needed another one for this particular province. So we're going to get one. Another druid there.
How can I assist you?
And he can start to convert the culture of this province.
Thirsty for battle.
So I'm going to move out this
Hail to the
army.
mother. How can I help? Is
That's
that
going
all?
to negatively affect the public order quite a lot because the provincial instability is now -10. But the -25 that goes away next turn will take it down to -2, which will be -1
Ready
because
for
it will be
battle.
-9 overall in the provincial instability. and then the turn after that we'll be fine. So I'm going to move out this army, and we're going to head towards the Gutonas with it. However, this one will probably head further north, or it can come round and attack from the south. I might do that. I'm going to move him over here. I'll put him on force march, get him past Kazagis up towards the border near Lupfordham. Awesome. Then next turn, he can change his stance to normal and attack Lupfordham, but it looks like it's already under siege by someone else, because you can see the animations of the catapults and stuff around the settlement. We'll have to see next turn. In the meantime, we've already moved that spy. The scout's already done his work and we've killed this army off. This army can now recruit his veteran riders. So we're going to get 3 units of them. That's pretty awesome. We can upgrade the general's horses to horses level 2. And that is it. Next turn, we can push down towards Massilia. We can move this army to take care of the right hands of Cariocesus. Then we can use the 2 druids to start converting the culture. We've got this army, it's probably going to have to stay in there to reduce public order. And then we've got this army that's going to be able to head forward and attack Lupfordham. Before I forget, may as well upgrade this general. Going to make him into commander. Probably the best choice most of the time. Each have their own special abilities, but I think I prefer the commanders. The inspire is very, very useful for keeping your men from wavering. But that's it for this episode. Unfortunately, this has been my time. Gone very, very quickly. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.